Where did set the program? Audio is in fact working. So we're just gonna go. Also, it's been downloading that mod for like. Continue anyways. We are on Eli Corp, and I need to remember today. I'm just gonna check audio. Yay! Today we are going to like this live stream, which is the last one. We're gonna pause the day and we're going to replace all my trains and stuff. Actually, date is already paused. We're gonna replace all the equipment and earn some money because that's what we need. I'm not gonna shenanigan too much aside from that. Trains, vehicles, descending. You've all been replaced. You've been replaced. Those are all done. Done. You are next. If you've got 20, how many has the other train got? 43. So you need at least 43. We can probably just have 44 worth instead of 48. What? Can I just go? No. You know what? While I wait, I might as well do something a bit more interesting. I might as well have a look checking at these. Oh, look, it's the line that earns no money. Yep, does definitely earn money. I have no idea why you're not earning anything, but you are. That's not what they. I. Oh, it is what they look like. This looks slightly different. Finally found an excuse to use these. They've got such niche uses. It's like just. I mean, I could use them for the fuel yard, but I'd rather use a slightly quicker boat. That still does the job. Yeah, because these get 25, but this is bulk carrier, so we can run a CO boat as we like. I mean, no, but yeah. If we're carrying bulk, we just want to carry as much as possible. And these only carry 70. If I compare these cost, so this costs 550, this costs 584. I mean, it's like twice the size, but who cares? Does that have more power? Yeah, it's just very, very big. Okay, I'm gaining some money. I'm gonna replace them each with a train carrying 44 people. Hey, we can't reduce the capacity by 4 and increase the speed slightly. I love this game sometimes. Super is good. And they're actually, there's a lot of work going on with Chocolate Fever 3 recently. I think they're nearly done making it. Okay, they're nearly done with some of the planning. It's coming out in 2026, which could either mean it's coming out at the beginning, or it's coming out at the end, or it's planning to come out at the end, and it gets delayed till 2027. But I wasn't interested in Transport Fever, so it was more that I hadn't heard of it until actually a few years after it came out. No, I think I watched. I think I watched the series about a year. Yeah, I must have been interested about a year and a half it came out because I've watched Grand T series and that Grand T just finished Switzerland by the time I reached Switzerland. And I'd watched all the original, except I think I missed like past 30 and 40, past 30 to 40, and I still haven't watched every single part. But it's like an hour and a half. It's just way more. It's like 14 hours. I'm not going through uh watching all of them. Sadly, Granty stopped uploading. Last time I checked, they may have started again. I'm not sure. I really hope they come back with the OG Transport Fever to YouTuber. Oh, I have some money. We are then going to go into here. How much is it to replace these? Like 1 million? Oh, I'm just gonna have enough money. Price slightly reduced. Get in! Barely enough to do that. I had 3 million and I can barely replace the carriages. To, like, objectively worse ones. Oh, you're full, that's annoying. But you've now broken the speed record for this train. Look how fast it's going. It's going slightly quicker. It's marginally quicker. Hey, Alexa! What's 55 kilometers per hour in miles an hour?
55 kilometers per hour is about 34.2 miles per hour.
It's 31 versus 34. So it's still basically going like it's going through maybe a major town road. It looks like it's going really fast, but this is actually how fast it's going. It's not even that quick. I've been... Oh yeah. Fun fact, I went on a train recently. And I barely ever do, because I was going into a place. Yeah, I did. Yeah, okay, it's probably work out. That's funny in a nutshell. I've actually got a couple stations filmed. Was it one or so? I think I only filmed, yeah, I only filmed one station, which I'm not going to say. It might incriminate, yeah, it doesn't matter. I went on a train though, which is good. Yeah, I must have got, I think I got about 100 miles an hour was a record. No, I got about 102. That probably reveals where I am, considering I'm British, so there's like 4 trains that do that in the whole country. But yeah, I think, yeah. Anyways, I should probably stop talking about my train journey and do this. So yeah, and I think that's the fast. Yeah, because I've never flown anywhere. That's got to be the fastest I've ever been. And yes, I've been on the Channel Tunnel. No, I haven't. I might. I might. No, I can't have gone London to Manchester. So yeah, it probably is the quickest I've ever gone and might ever. Not ever go. Considering I'll probably eventually go through the Channel Tunnel. Hopefully. Oh, is that all the trains replaced? Get in. Now this is the expensive part. 50. Also, today I've finished Shropshire, mostly, which is good. And I've actually got another, in a nutshell, coming to EI2 finally, after I'm just checking we are doing both. Good. I did discover you, yeah, you can then, yeah, do the live streams. You can't even afford to replace. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, we're gonna probably, I mean, it's 6 weeks. The difference is one more cargo. Yeah, we can get these until 1925. Which is good. And the lifespan is like a bit less. Just check, yeah, these take line 56. Just to check. Line 38. Oh yeah, that's a distributor. We're just gonna slowly but surely replace logs. And then this is well, you know what? We'll cycle through 26. This is bricks. Yeah, that would actually be fun. Okay, so this needs to be 200, so we can cut off. You know what? We're going to start by cutting off 3. So it's 38 vehicles, 232, 220, 214, 208, 202. Quite enough. Then we can come in to replace this. I love replacing vehicles. This is totally not boring. This is taking bread, so we move back. Alright. We've done that. This we'll need to trim down. You know what? We're going to start by replacing 20 vehicles. Not even that expensive. No, they can pause. This is at 224. 201. We're then going to replace 1, 2, 3. And then that pushes it to 207. 202. 195. One. Well, I would rather have one more than necessary. And then there's this one here, 172. I can probably just go through and flatly replace, but you know what? That is now at 200, so I can just start. $172. We're then gonna start by replacing one vehicle. 174. 176. 177. We still increased its item. 181. We are then going to go here. 158. We can just flat out replace this. We are just so that I've replaced those. Oh, this takes just how long have we been streaming? We've been streaming for 14 minutes already. And we are nowhere near done replacing. So that's 177. 77, wasn't it? 129. I might add another train if it gets excessive, but to be fair, we're probably going to end up having a replacement. Okay. This boat line has a rate of 178, so it has to be BO 178. I'm going to pause it just so I can adjust it. Replace 178. This is now above. Say that's 145. 150. And we're going to see how many releases there are. 159, 178. Oh, almost about right. I might even add another vehicle. 170, 178. There we go. Anyone who's dun 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 dun. Okay, so this is at 95. This is at 200. So we need this at no more than 110. Or there we go. We're going to replace T-Lock. Is this oil? Can't take oil. 113. We're going to sell to 101. We're going to replace 103. 104. And then when new train comes in, we can replace that. Okay, so what we're then gonna do is, so this needs planks. That, and then tools. There we go. Uh, uh, okay, that's at 182. Pause. Hey Alexa, what's 182 divided by 2?
182 divided by 2 is 91.
So it is currently exactly where we want it to be, so I'm going to sell 3. 182. 75. 77 and more. Slightly harder than it was, I think. Anyways. Hey, we're just gonna straight up replace these because yeah, we probably do need to just straight up replace these. 51. You know what? We're gonna start by replacing. How much can these get? 250. We have no such concerns replacing these then. I can then replace all those. Those buff the rate up to 150. Still nowhere near where we want it to be. 15, 194. Anyways, we can just come in and straight out replace these all. Hopefully some big vehicles. How much is this train? That train has a rate of 40. The new rate here is 64. Yeah, we can definitely add another carriage. You know what? We're just gonna leave it a minute. How long have we been streaming? 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I've not even replaced everything. You know what? So be it. Um, what's the rate on here? Can't be more than 86. So we're gonna wait because it turns out I have no money ever. Uh, be fine. How much does it earn per drop off? 154,000. Oh, we don't have any money ever. I barely spent. Nah, is it? Am I generally losing? Yeah. What happened last time? Is there a specific train line that keeps losing me a massive amount? No. This to an extent. I don't know how, it just is. You know what? If this isn't full in this way, it isn't. How many people are waiting? Line 44. Only 47. I am going to cut off one carriage. Just so you don't lose that much. Oh. How are you losing? Oh, you've got too much rate. But you have 215. I don't understand. You're getting enough. You're just not shipping enough. You know what? We are going to cut one carriage off all of these trains. We can still have a rate. Oh, 157 is close enough. Anyways, back to this. I'm gonna sort. Just descending. Why are you losing money? Oh, you just are really booked up. And also there's that line 30 which goes. What line? Eh, it doesn't matter. Okay, so how much did we say? Needs to be BO86. BO86. So we're going to replace these with these. And now B rate is 75. So we're going to replace 2 of these. 79. 1. 80. 82. How much is this? 86. Replace the last one. 84. It's technically, but in case, you know, stuff happens, one vehicle. That reduces it down to like 75. You do not need any. We can place it with 4 of those and sell the remaining 2. I don't care. That might work. 52 is the rate. 65. Anything below 65 works. 59. 62. 66. That's annoying. Do you have like 20 spare? Can I like add another 2 cards? You now have a rate of 78. 22. Yeah, basically. They basically need that, really. You know what? 77, I don't need too much. 71, you have a rate of 66. That's good. You can just go on replace, I don't really care. You probably need it. Okay, so this has a rate of 49. I don't reckon it's gonna increase significantly. But we also don't want it all going there. Anyways, we've got 2 more to replace. This, which we've just replaced the other one, so we need to. And this line here, we are going to replace that as well. It's 22. This is yeah, it's fine. Anyways, I've now gained some money. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I just have. That's 200. That's 252. We're gonna add 1. We're also gonna add 3 more here. 87 and 250. 87. You're slowly but surely ramping the amount of fuel with you. You are growing. So town's size, your biggest, 190. Oh, base 190. 614. 5. Oh no. 614. 559. 379. Is that because of boost? Yeah. And then you at 361. I want to stop by who has the lowest rate. You. Because you haven't got anything. We are out of the bigger towns. You are disproportionately. You don't have that much brew. You don't have a disproportionate mass amount. Which yeah, kind of makes sense. But the biggest town also has the most growth somehow. The second doesn't actually have second most. What's the size? Descending. You also have the biggest base size. That's ascending. There we go. You're quite. You're actually really big. Um. Yeah. No, 30, 20. Um. Uh. Okay, so we start by adding stop here, then and then we can have a transfer stop over here, then like a stop in between these two trans stops like there. Yeah, we can have like a stop there. We can stop at that transport. We stop at that bus stop, and then finally terminal there. It might be no. Yeah, and then that. We have a stop here. And a stop here. Done, 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 done. Five. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it gives you a transfer spot to transfer between the two. Line 82, we can add 2 buses for. We're going to use basic ones because the other ones emit way too much. Um, there we go. Yeah, and then this kind of covers this end because that end tends towards that side now. Oh, we've got no. This line's got two. Gives you like service. There's not anyone waiting on this stuff's happening. There is someone waiting for you on 3. There are people waiting. It just expands all that. It's the really busy bit. What should I do? How long have we been streaming? 31 minutes. You know what? 1/4 speed. Very slowly. Let's not mess with too much stuff. Are you at about... Oh, no, you're way more than you should be. You're 196. Probably for some reason you're never going to increase. What I was going to go through is lines. Let's go through each of them. You don't matter. You don't matter. You don't matter. You do matter enough. Talking around with you, you probably don't. Okay, we need to cut that down by 2. And then another one. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. 206, 209, 206, 191, 202, 190, 214, 86, 215 and 86. You can actually increase it. I can have another one. 1, 3. We can add another 2. 241. And 3. And then I can add another 2 bricks. 315. And then 268. 114. Although a lot of increases. 93, yeah, you're probably fine. Yeah, 96. 188. How much for you? 170. We need to decrease it by an equivalent of roughly 178, right? 175. 85. Alexa, what's 175 divided by 2?
175 divided by 2 is 87.5.
87.5. 75. I'll use you, but I think it's good. 82, 86, that's fine. 27. Yeah, you do not need to give up, but you have. Let me see. You're doing fine. That's on you. You are fine. You 19. Alexa! Alexa! What's 37 divided by 2?
37 divided by 2 is 18.5.
Yeah, so you're gonna need one more vehicle. There we go. And then you're at 22. There we go. It's all good, I think. Yeah, I think it is. which is yeah, it's all good, which is nice. Oh, we're already playing today. We're at 11 million, which is basically nothing when you're at this level of the game. I can continue. What could I do there? I could feed another thing in. No, pause. Think it's all good. Now what? I'm gonna check on you. 221. It that's a bit more than we want. 229. 113. Okay, we're gonna think. Are you? You still have something, so you know what? We're gonna have nothing more. You've got 38 extra stored. Are you starting to run out? Yes, you are. I'm really hoping to get a more beefy train. What could I construct? So we've done that. Yeah, we could do machines to that. And then iron, we can send that one there, that one there. And ship the iron here, and then go there. That seems good. So let's start. Easy. There to there. How long is that distance? 800 meters. We can chop that. We are just gonna straighten it out. That's the only major thing we're gonna do. A bit there we go. There we go. And then you know what? We can upgrade it. Then we can have. Because then that's right. 1.3 kilometers, 1.2 kilometers. So we can just attach that. The only problem is we're going straight through the tunnel, but we should be fine. And then considering you're going to go all the way over there, we'll set that up, but I don't know if we'll ever use that. Anyways, let's start there to there. That's the charm. There we go. You know what? I mean, yes, there's one like relatively near. I think I'm gonna set one up like here, so we don't have to buy from so far away. We are then gonna buy. This is gonna be the first new. We're then gonna set those. And then there to there. I just want to see. So, oh, they're basically the same color. 29. We're gonna buy. Start with 2, and I'm gonna put them in the other line. But before we can make any machines, we are going to need to set up the other thing. And so 80, 29, 10. And then we're going to W to 10. That's 58. Hey, Axa! What's 58 divided by 2?
58 divided by 2 is 29.
29. That makes sense now. I'm being so stupid. 29. Okay, we're going to cut one up. 25, so it's going to be half. Interesting. So they're basically the same distance. You wouldn't assume that. It must be. To be fair, we could have just, bound straight through. You know what? We are. No, that's about it. No, it's a good idea. And then we'll cut the amount of vehicles down, like, major. 58, roughly. 72. 58. And now, in this thing, how long is the distance between these two? 1500, and we can just, connect that. Or, you know what, we're going to have a look at contours. Think I can run a road like there, and then along like there. Just gonna connect. Ooh, yeah, that's actually kind of useful. That might be where we run the trucks, to be fair. And now we can connect this. We'll put it back here, just so it's in contour. And then we're going to put those. Yeah, I'm just doing that in case we want to track anything there. Anything else? We're then going to buy that there. You know what, we'll keep. I really wish there was a like 1/8 stack thing. That would be like very fun. 1800 meters. That is kind of steep though. I don't want to. We'll turn contours on. Yeah, we're gonna have to run it. I feel like a train might be a cool idea here. I just really think a train would be really cool. Well, also we're gonna have to be taking a large amount of stuff, so it's probably gonna be more efficient to run a train along here. And then we're just gonna bow straight through that mountain. There we go. I think. It's so annoying when some of these industries don't have connections the whole way. There we go. Um, uh, gonna that. There we go, and then all the way to there. So I don't do anything too stupid. That all looks reasonable. There we go. I mean, how long is the distance there? We're just gonna call it 17. It's about 7. It's only 1700 meters. But it is through quite hilly terrain, so I have a feeling that trains are probably going to be our best bet. And it means we don't have to run them through. We're going to have that pulling that. There we go. As the crow flies, it's well over 2 kilometers. So we are going to have a train run along. Then we'll just barrel straight through the hill. Pause. A very important thing I need to check is you have a rate of 14, you have a rate of 85. We are going to 50. 71 and 85. We're going to then go add 2. 28. Like 89. You know what? We'll just remove 1. 86, 85. And then now we're going to have that to there. And this is just going to be a very basic little thing. It's going to be that pulling like literally like that. And you know what? I'm even going to replace it with this locomotive to save minis. And to save weight. 36. Yep, that seems about good. And I haven't even checked. What's your rate? 30, 36? Well, it's probably about roughly what it needs to be. Somehow we've kind of just ran with it and it's worked. You know. Oh, Russian Class B that has a 30 speed. Oh, that's going to be very cool. Are we going to get all the... Okay. Start. We're also going to pause. How long have we been streaming? We've got 10 minutes to just replace some locomotives. And maybe trams. I have a feeling not the trams. Yeah, they're just objectively worse. Now, going into trains. We're going to start. We'll just have a look. I want to compare these trains to the standard ones we're running currently. Equivalents. So these can pull how many at good? They can pull 35 good. You can pull 35 same. You know what? We'll use these just so I can get some precise measurement. 44. Okay, so these are slightly better for pulling stuff, but not significantly better. They are quicker though, so really. Okay, to start with, we're going to replace all the passenger trains because that's much easier to see. Because they are quicker. Significantly quicker. How much more do they cost? A million. They're quicker, and so it's a very easy decision. These are quick, and they're also very powerful, which means they can run passenger trains quite well. But they're not insanely powerful, and they don't have too much traction effort. It's alright. The passenger trains. They can get up to speed very quick. I remember I used to run these on my main free time setup. Now this is running a very dirty little train, but yes, let's replace it with the massively overbuilt thing. If these end up running way too powerfully, we might replace it with just running one. Okay, yeah, they're going. Yeah, this is going to be very powerful to run on here. It's about 1 million to replace each of these. It's not actually that bad. And if you look, these can really get up to speed. I didn't even compare them to the original. What I was going to do is, so these have significantly less, I think. We'll just use these box cars. We can get up to there all good, I think. There. Yep, significantly more power. Up, and we'll compare the mediocres as well. Well, okay, we're not running out of power. Yeah. This is still mediocre, and how many do we have to remove for it to be full? Okay, yeah, we're running these everywhere. Because they're better for like passenger because they're quicker. Can I? Well, no, I don't think you can. Have just an empty shell. We'll decide on cargo later. It's too hard to decide. These are double-headed, aren't they? How much? So these are mediocre. Would it still be mediocre if I? It would have way less power, but it would also save 12,000 kilos. No. 62,000. Yeah, 12,000 kilos. And you would lose a bit of power and a decent bit of transfer effort. And in this train's case, kind of a compromise. Yes, I realise. It does prevent me from doing stupid stuff, though. Mediocre. 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 I think considering how much more powerful this is, I'm going to run a single one of these. Maybe. When I have the money. I'm never going to have the money, am I? We've been live for 54 minutes. For the smaller cargo trains, I might replace them. You know what? Double-headed ones are replaced with the big locomotive, and the single-headed ones are replaced. And some of the other single-headed ones are replaced with the smaller ones. Oh, I have barely any money, don't I? Where? Why'd you lose? I think it's just time. You know what? I'm just gonna wait until I have a monstrous sum of cash to do this with. To be fair, the passenger chains over this yard thing have been completely replaced with ones that get another 10 kilometers per hour. Might not sound like a lot, but it is kind of significant. And they're also way more powerful, and they emit like this as well. Okay, so what we are then going to go. Is this doing you fine? But I don't want to be running such long trains, so we are going to replace it with this. It's slightly cheaper to run. It's actually significantly cheaper to run. Also, it's better for cheaper cargo because, you know, stuff. we're gonna go through some of the shorter cargo trains. You are 100% gonna be replaced by this train. Like, actually, you know what? So I can pause. It's 500k to replace it with that. 400k. Oh, it's because it's new. 400k to replace it with that. It's obviously a better choice for the smaller trains that don't really need that. Anything under 10 carriages we're going to replace with these. Okay. These are also better for cargo, sorry, because I think that's still more powerful for their weight. And then yeah, because these cost significantly less to run because they're slower. What's the time? I have which is, you know, not that long. Actually, I have contributed recently, considering it's only about to hit 6 now, and that's because I had some technical issues, like I always do. Can you hear me? Yay! Oh yeah. Why am I? What's costing so much? Nah, I'm doing fine aside from spending. You should. 672k, 800k. Yeah, that's decent. Fuck. Ah, right, yeah. These are also quite small. You know what? I'm just gonna wait for some finances to come in, so I might do something vaguely interesting. How are you doing? Did I replace you? Yeah, it's now really powerful. It's really, really powerful. It's actually no, it's only mediocre. Empty, it's still only mediocre. Um, it's kind of a bit powerful. Still not good. Like how ridiculous. But 115. Is this over 230? 260. And this is way over 115. This isn't actually related to replacing. I just feel like we should probably buff up these trains. Are you increasing? Yeah, 40. Oh, you have skyrocketed. I'm surprised it hasn't killed it. Almost killed this bus line. Yeah, that's earning. That means I've done something. Just before that becomes too busy. And there's also, yeah, it's really starting to affect up how many people are waiting. Yeah, I feel I might be able to. No, I'm not going to. Because we're also probably going to extend the line. Yeah, there. Yeah, and then we have. You know what? Would have to bore through. You're significantly bigger though, and then you can have a line there. Yeah, probably. It really depends. This which. Oh yeah, it's the other side, anyways. It's the other side, so I'd have to swing it all the way around. Anyways, we're then going to come in, replace with that with 800k. Curious. So if we replaced it with that, that'd be 970k versus 818 games. We save over 100,000, which isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, but I mean that's still like over all these trains. That's over 400,000. These are then going to be replaced by a single head of this. How does it cost 900? How worthless are these things? Yeah, because theoretically those should be valued at more, but no. They're valued at yes, because that totally makes sense. Just very curious. Two of those, mediocre, and that is still mediocre. And then eventually we'll get these like proper big trains. Till we'll eventually probably have like maybe even just one big electric train. 604. How long have we been? Hour and two. But I'm gonna wait until I've replaced all my trains until I'm going to let myself finish. So yeah, we are gonna be streaming for quite a while. Yeah, yeah. 950,000. You know what? I'm very curious. You're at mediocre. You're still at mediocre. You know what? So you have 517 horsepower. You're at 386. So it is definitely a decrease. But the decrease in mass is also major. Really major. Uh, you've been replaced. 42. Oh yeah. Oh please, just 300,000. It's gonna keep increasing. How do I get to 300k? Reality. No, because I have to spend 1.5 mil on something. That might be all the infrastructure things. Why am I losing so much? Am I gonna get a big... Well, why am I... Why are boats losing so much? Oh, everything's losing! Let's be fair, you're coming in. So that's good. You're coming in, you're gonna fund each drop off. Each occasional drop off gives me 500k, which probably covers all your debt. Which is... Yeah. So then I can go into here. I still have no money. Replace that. And now V26 I want to replace. So that's mediocre. So that's at mediocre. When I replace it with one big one of these, it's still mediocre, but the power's being buffed up slightly. And then this is at 11. No, we're just gonna run a big one. Eventually, we will get the big one. I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think these are always worth more than 29,000. I think the minimum is probably like 30. Oh, please, just deliver train. Boat is about to deliver. That will give me another 500k. Trying to work out. What's costing so much? Why am I? No, what train line is losing money? This is using 300k. Does this normally lose money? No. It's earning. It just hasn't delivered it yet. Okay, this one's fair enough. Cut that off and I didn't earn anything. How much do you earn? No, 700k. I think how do you earn that much? Your journey's barely anything. An ancient train. So now I think we're gonna replace that with. Oh, where's all my money gone? I literally just got it. That's gonna come into station in a second. Okay. Just before it came into station. Anyways, how long have we been streaming? I don't know why. It's so long. I think we can think about finishing now. When did I get on Transport YouTube? Over an hour ago. Yeah, I've been playing for over an hour. Guys, let me work out. So it's like 20 minutes per? No. Alexa, what's 60 divided by 5? Can't be good.
60 divided by 5 is 12.
12, 24, 36. So if they were each exactly an hour, I would have 36 minutes. But it's slightly longer, so it's slightly more. We're at 65. Anyways, I think we can do outro now. I think, yeah, we'll do outro. Like the stream if you enjoyed it. Share it if you think other people enjoy it. Subscribe if you want to, subscribe if you want to see me, if you want to see my channel with your subscription feeds and stuff. And like in your channel subscription list as well. Hit notification bell if you want to be informed when new content comes out. You can also go visit EI2, which contains a bit more game content. I've got a bunch of channels, but they've got such a variety of content. That's why I've got a bunch of channels. So I don't end up uploading all different content on the same channel. But yeah, you can go watch EI2, and that has a variety of content, including a couple Transport Fever 2 time lapses. Nothing City Skylines yet. I also stream every Sunday, as well as these streams. Not every I say every Sunday. Most Sundays are around 4 till 5. I can't count up myself, also because sometimes I'm away and I can't stream. What else do I have to say? Yeah, visit the channel page to see the current contact. I think I already said that. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and bye. Bye.